Hello again, everybody. Hope you've had a good week. There's Duke Street, looking very quiet. Upper Duke Street, there's Big Lip around the corner. There's our lovely next door neighbour. Not many schools have got a next door neighbour like that. Okie dokie. So, we've got birthdays. We have Head Teacher Awards. We have Maths Awards this week. Mrs. Delaney will be delighted. We have golden tickets. But the golden tickets, if you're chosen, allow you to choose one of these. And as I said, we've got some new books today that may be of interest, maybe some of our younger children. I want to also show you this as well. Now, you know how I say that I love having pieces of paper given to me on the gate with all the work that the children have been doing at home. There it is, on a notice board. And actually, let me just show you this. This I've had today. So thank you, Layla, and thank you to all the children. This has all come today, and that's going up on the board later on. Okay, we're going to start this week, though, with our special guest. So everybody, I bet you're wondering who our special guest this week is. So we've had David, our finance director. We've had Joe as governor. Jamie was on last week, wasn't he? From the music team. So who is it going to be this week? So our special guest this week it's Jane. Hello, Jane.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to our Friday assembly and welcome to being our very special guest.
Thank you so much, Mr. Parker. I'm so excited to be here. I can't believe it's Arts Month Friday as well.
It is Arts Month Friday. It's just like we planned it.
Wonderful.
We've got a few questions for you. Is that all right?
That's fine, yeah.
Okay. The first one is, tell us a little bit about your role here and what you do with us and for us.
Well, I am the artist in residence, so I teach art a lot of the time. And some of the time we look at ecology and gardens, and we have eco-arts. We did have eco-arts after school club recently. So now, usually on Wednesdays and Fridays, I come in and I work with children and teachers to make sure that they're making loads of brilliant, fabulous artwork. Very creative children in the school.
And the things that you did with the team during lockdown were great, weren't they?
Oh, they were wonderful. I really enjoyed working with everybody in lockdown. The Colours of Kindness and the Light Night was fantastic. And all of the children sending the photographs in and showing us what they were doing on the walks and taking photographs and making artwork in Colour of the Week. They really cheered me up. It was wonderful to see everybody during lockdown.
And I've had a little sneak preview of the Colours of Lipper video, which is lovely. Miss Oak shared it with me. And by the time the children see this, they might have seen it themselves, but that is just wonderful, isn't it? Seeing the children so interested and committed to art.
You have got some of the best artists in this school that I've ever worked with. And I'm talking about the children, not the teachers. They're absolutely phenomenal. They're so creative. They surprise me sometimes, Mr. Parker, because I think I've done everything that I can with art, and then a child will come up with a new idea or a way of working. They came up with some brilliant colours and names and beautiful paintings as well.
So can you remember how you first got involved with us?
I do actually, yes. Somebody asked me, I think it was one of your governors that asked me.
It was Paul, wasn't it, who was the governor at the time?
It seems such a long time ago now.
Yeah.
Was it 4 years ago?
I reckon it's a bit more than that, even.
Really? Wow. And I came to have a look at the garden and I was so surprised because this building is not like any other school I've ever seen before. So we had quite a lot to think about, and the children helped me to design what they would like in the garden, and it was really good fun working with them. So because I enjoyed working with them so much, I wanted to stay and develop more art projects with them. And then we started to work in the oratory garden as well.
Yes, we did.
So we still have so much to do, really. Maybe that's why the time's gone so quickly.
Must be. So you mentioned before about our artistic children. So why do you like working with Lipper so much?
Oh, they're just so brilliant at art. I think the children here, from when they're in reception all the way through to the year 6 now, enjoy and they're very talented, and they have fun, and they're very, very enthusiastic about trying and being brave. Captain creativity, captain inquisitive.
Yeah.
They've got all of the characteristics of creativity, and I think that's why I love working with them so much.
Lovely. And we benefit from your skills and your expertise. And so how did you get into this as kind of like a career, and what's your art journey been?
Well, I would say, like a lot of the children in school, I've always been an artist. I remember being in year 1 and year 2, always wanting to do art and draw on big rolls of paper all of the time. I was a bit obsessed with art, really. I couldn't stop doing it. And I've been the same ever since, really. So I went to university and I trained in how to be better and get the skills. And again, I just carried on wanting to create and work with schools, work with children. I think children are more creative than most grown-ups, you know, Mr.
Sometimes it's a bit late for us, isn't it? But children aren't. They're ready to be creative, aren't they?
They're full of creativity, definitely.
So last question. So what plans have you got for us for 2021?
It's going to be a big one this year, you know, because we've got Light Night in May.
We have.
I'm really excited about that. The theme for Light Night this year is play.
Play?
I think we need to be more playful.
Okay.
I think we all need to, but we can play music, we can be more playful and creative in how
Play football?
We're not playing football online, although we could play football and we could be quite creative with that. You could paint with a football maybe, who knows? Yeah. So we have a Light Night, we have an exhibition at the World Museum in June. We don't know whether that will be digital or we'll be still working in the museum.
True.
We'll be working on the oratory, the school garden, and have some very exciting plans with art and music collaborations.
Wonderful.
Year 6 have already started making graphic scores and they are brilliant.
Yes, I know. I'm quite lucky. I'm near year 6, aren't I? And there was that one lesson where we had was it a clarinet? And you were doing some work with the children. That was fantastic.
Yes, Rachel played one of my pieces of artwork and it was amazing. And then some of the children asked her to play their artwork. It was really good, really good.
Jane, thank you so much for all that you do for us, and thank you for being our special guest.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. Have fun, everybody.
Okay, I've got an interesting question for you. It's a tough one, actually. So there are 38 weeks in our school year. I know there's 52 in a normal year, but there's 38 we're at school. That's 190 days. We've got 360 children in school. On average, what would that mean per week in terms of birthdays? That's a tricky one, that. Anyway, we've got plenty of birthdays this week. I've said happy birthday quite a few times on the gate this week, and we've even got a couple of birthdays today, I think. I think Rosie in year 4, it's her birthday today. So, for everyone this week. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if you've had a birthday this week. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Right, let's find out about those Head Teachers Awards, everybody. Teachers, press pause. I'll just show you the latest ones. I've had some more today. That's a nice one, isn't it? Teachers, press pause, and let's find out about those Head Teachers Awards. Excellent, well done everybody. Head Teachers Awards. Persistence, hard work, helping each other, all the things that we have as our own LIPA values. Well done everybody if you got your award. Remember, there's only 14 of them each week. 2 in reception, 2 in year 1, and so on, all the way up to our big year 6 children. Okie dokie, it's nearly time, Mrs. Delaney, for those maths awards. But before we do, let's ask a couple of maths questions. Phase 1, you ready? Now, we did 1 week that was all about the petrol station, 1 week that was all about the farm. This week, it's about our school. Okay, so phase 1, this is about your dinners. Okay, and it's about the day that we have sausages for lunch. Okay, there's 6 children sitting at the table. Beautiful manners. And they each have 2 sausages each for lunch. How many sausages is that in total? Phase 2, are you ready? In phase 2, there are 6 classes. 2 in year 2, 2 in year 3, 2 in year 4. There's 26 children in each class. So how many children is that in your phase? Number 3. Okay, this is about Michael in year 6. Now, Michael comes to school at 8:40 every day and leaves at 3:20. So I need you to work out how long is Michael in for the whole week? If every day is in at 8:40 and he leaves at 3:20, how many hours does Michael do at Lipper Primary School Phase 3? Good luck with those. So before we give you those answers, everybody, it's time to press pause in a second and find out who has won our Maths Awards. Go, go, go. Okay, well done everybody, Maths Award winners. Let's have the answers to those questions. So, Phase 1, 6 children sitting at the table having the lunch, eating sausages, 2 sausages each, 12. Phase 2. In Phase 2 we've got year 2, 3 and 4. 2 classes each year group, 26 in each class. So, it was 6 times 26 and the answer is 156. Phase 3, Michael, perfect attendance all week, is in 8:40 to 3:20. That is 33 hours and 20 minutes over the whole week. Well done if you got all of those answers right. Okay, it's time. Jacob, thank you again for your help this morning, because so many Gold Award winners this week, so many Gold Award winners who got the golden tickets, and we've spun the wheel, and it's time for your teachers to tell you who has won the book. Well done everybody if you are one of the winners. In fact, well done everybody who got to gold. Look at those new books. So if you have won and your golden ticket got pulled out, congratulations. And after assembly, come on up to my office. Even if I'm not here, come and choose the book that you want to take home. Well done, everybody. Now, do you remember last week, everybody, when we had a look in reception and we had a look round? Well, we're going up. So we're just walking towards year 1. So let's have a look in year 1 classroom and see what it's like. So outside the classroom, your well-being matters. Keeping everybody safe. Here's Miss Graham. Oh, here's Miss Oak's classroom.
We will read with her once a week.
I'll come back. I'll come back in here. She's on the phone.
Sorry, Mr. Parker.
So we'll go down. Miss Graham's not in. I've just seen her in another room, so we'll go into her classroom. Here we go. So, we've got our phonics board. What have we got here? That looks like Mrs. Heaney's funky fingers to me. What else have we got? Look at that. Their brand new board that got put up in the summer. What else have we got? We've got their phonics words. We've got their maths wall over here. All their place value. Look at that. And we've got music. And we've got science. Miss Atherton will be pleased. What are they up to in science? Looks like the body. Let's have a look. The human body. Learn about eyes and how we see. Learn about our mouth. How do we eat food? ICT. Using computers and Seesaw. Researching Black History Month. And then digital literacy. Online identity and self-image. So important to be safe online. There's all the birthdays. So year 6, do you remember being in here? And in fact, year 6, when you were in reception, these were your first reception classrooms, because the reception classrooms, if you remember, down there, they weren't ready. And where my hand is, here, there used to be a wall. And then when your classrooms were ready, we knocked the wall down. But your first few weeks in reception were in what is our year 1 classroom. So that's year 1. Next week, we'll go and visit year 2. Hi again, everybody. We're nearly at the end of our assembly. Can you hear that noise? The gold medals again. I've got good news. bad news. The good news, you know how we do 3 gold medals? 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4. Instead of 3, we're doing 4 this week. So we'll tell you the winners in a moment. And the bad news, this is where I keep all my gold medals. Empty. There's none left. But more good news. Been on the phone with Mrs. Williams and she's ordered some brand new ones. Over 100 of them. So when they come, back in the bag and they'll be there for next week, so do not worry. But who has won the last 4? Quick question though. We've got our joke of the week. And the joke of the week is, how do you get an astronaut's baby to go to sleep? Answer, you rock it. Think about it. Right, our winners. Okay, let's give these medals out. The first one, Year 6. It's you. And it's somebody, it's a girl, who always shows Lipper values, but even over the half term was helping her mum and helping Mrs. Lucas to get packages together to help people who are a little less fortunate than us. And Annie, well done and thank you. Number 2, let's go down to Year 3. Okay, this is for a young man, and the reasons, a couple of staff, a couple of teachers said this name to me, for progress, behaviour, values, caring for others, and showing a real interest in his reading. Joel, well done. Let's go down to Year 1. Year 1. Miss Oakes, it's a girl in your class. And Miss Oakes told me last week about this child. And she told me again this week. So I thought, whoa, right to the top of the list. And well done, Matilde. In Year 1, Miss Oakes class, this is yours for working hard, never giving up, showing Lipper values, trying your best and helping other people. And last but by no means least, the last one of these until the new delivery arrives, goes to a young man in Year 5 who comes into school with such a positive attitude every morning. We always have a chat when he's doing his hands, usually about football. He tells me how his team's going on. He's a brilliant footballer. Good out, but he's also good in goal as well. But that's not the reason he's got this. Excellent Lipper values. But I also know that he's been a bit worried recently because he's now a big brother. And he's been a bit worried about his little brother who's just been born. But he's been so resilient, so grown up. And the little brother is very lucky to have Jaden, this is for you as his big brother. So well done. Well done, Jaden. Well done, Joel. Well done, Annie. Well done, Matilde. And I will bring these over to you after this assembly. Well done, everybody. Hope you've had a good week. It's Friday afternoon, so have a lovely weekend. Keep safe, and we'll see you next week.